I think I just found the best booking solution for WordPress websites. After playing around with it for a few minutes, I added this fancy booking button in the header, which is really nice. You click on it and then boom, here are the services that you can choose to book. I also created a dedicated booking page. So when you click on this button right here, it pulls up the booking option right here and you could choose your selection. If you want to make more money with bookings, there's even this service extras feature where you can show additional things that someone can add on to get the average booking value increased just like that. And I also added this custom step right here, which is really cool, where I can ask for specific information about the booking. In this case, it's for pets, and I'm asking for information about the pet. And this booking solution is so flexible. I was also able to use it to create this overnight stay booking form. So the first thing it's going to ask is the amount of pets. I'll choose 2. And we can go here and I can see the availability. Let's choose Thanksgiving. Well, actually, it's on the 23rd. Click on next step. And that's all there is to an all-day booking. But I also used the included blocks for page building. And I created this dedicated page that shows all the agents or the groomers that work here. And so if a customer wants to book their specific favorite groomer, they can go to this page and do that. So say maybe it's Carrie, and I'll click right here. And this is the services that Carrie offers. And for your customers, after they have made a few bookings, there's this page right here where they can easily see the bookings that they have scheduled. They can manage them. They can reschedule them. If you want to let them be able to do that, they can schedule new appointments. And also there's this messaging feature. So I can go here and the customer can ask you a question about a particular booking, and those will feed into a centralized dashboard for you. The name of the booking plugin is LatePoint, and it's a booking plugin for WordPress that's so easy to use and super flexible. Let me show you what I was able to set up in just a few minutes, and pay close attention to how customized it is for this business, unlike other booking solutions that are really basic and nothing more than a Calendly replacement. Here's the website, and you can get to it by visiting WPCrafter.com/LatePoint, and there's a link in the video description down before. Let's quickly take a look at the cost, but the website is beautiful, and there's an online demo here for you to be able to try it out as well, so you can get the full experience. And there's even a playground where you can try all different types of settings that it has. But the website is beautiful. Here's what the dashboard looks like, but I'm going to show you that in a moment. And it's very comprehensive, super lightweight, full featured, and there's some amazing features and capabilities such as this workflow automation and so much more, the amount of payment gateways that it supports. But let's take a look at how much this costs. It's not a free version of it. It's going to cost you, but it's not that expensive. So here's the pricing. You're going to want the Pro version that has all the extra capability. And this comes in at only $89 to be able to get this going on your website. But for the next 10 days, there is going to be a special offer on lifetime licenses. And the deal that they're offering is spectacular. They have 3 packages available, a 5-site, a 10-site, or a 100-site license. And they also are offering an extended split pay. So for the starter, you could get this for a split pay of only pretty much $29 a month for 11 months. So it's really easy to get that lifetime license locked in, so you don't have to pay any renewal fees. But this is only for the next 10 days. So the first thing I did was make this website. It's a multi-page website, and I made this in 60 seconds using ZipWP. It's a free service. You can go create an account and literally make full websites in 60 seconds. So I decided to make a website for this demo of LatePoint for a dog groomer. I think for the next video I make on LatePoint, I'll have some kind of a classes, maybe like a yoga studio or a personal trainer, but you can make any type of website in 60 seconds. It's just zipwp.com and you can create a free account for it. This is the site that I chose to make for a dog groomer because I have a few dogs myself. So the next thing I did was install the LatePoint plugin and spend a few minutes customizing it and creating these booking forms. Let me show you what I set up and then show you some of the key features. So the first thing obviously was this booking page right here. Now, before I could create this booking page, I needed to create some services as well as some agents, or in this case, groomers. You can easily get into the settings of LatePoint right here with this admin bar link. It just takes you right here to the control panel. And I gotta say, this thing's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Just attention to detail. So, first step was right here. I changed this. This actually out of the box will say agents, and I changed it to say groomers to customize it to match the business. And then I added my 3 or 4 groomers right here. Now, each of them can have their own schedule and settings and services that they provide. You can see I added the avatar, and when you click into any of these, you can control their contact information, bio information, set a unique schedule for your agents, as well as custom schedules, holidays, and days off. Now, the next thing I did was create some services, and I created this dog grooming service. Creating services are very easy. You simply give it a name, and then you add an image. It makes it a little nice when you add an image to it. You set the duration, the cost if you're going to be selling this booking. Now, you can also have a separate deposit. That's where someone will pay not the full amount when they book it. I would recommend either collecting the full amount or a deposit. And then, of course, you have buffer settings right here. So this would be how much prep time before and after a booking there should be in the booking calendar. And then which agents, or groomers in this case, will perform this service. And so I've selected these 3 right here. You can set custom schedules per service, as well as custom holidays and day offs per service. And that's how this booking form is generated. You can see the first thing that someone would do is choose the service. So let's just quickly add a new service. We don't want cats to feel left out. So let's create a new service for cat grooming. So you go to the dashboard, click on add a new service, and simply give it a name. And now let's scroll down and give this a duration. Let's leave this at 60 minutes and let's give it a cost. So for cats, let's charge $70 like that. And let's choose our agents that can perform this service. And that all looks good to me. I'll go ahead and click on add service. So now we are at the booking page again, and let's refresh it. And now you can see the cat grooming service is available. I didn't add the image. I should have, so it would have looked better, but you get the idea of how easy it is to add new services. Now, when you select a service, it takes you to what I think is one of the best features, which is called Service Extras. And what this enables you to do is have add-on services to a booking. And this is going to enable you to generate more revenue. And you can see for the dog grooming service, I have an extra for nail trimming as well as ear cleaning. And when the booker clicks on it, it's going to add this $10 charge right here. So now the total is $100, and adding these service extras are so easy. Let's create a new one. So I'm back to my listing of services, and there's an option here that says Service Extras. We simply click on this. Let's click on Add an Extra, and then I'm going to give it a name. I've named it Teeth Cleaning. Let's add a duration of 15 minutes, and let's add a $15 charge. How about that? $15. And now that that is set, we scroll down and choose the service that this extra will be suggested for. So this will just be for the dog grooming. So I will uncheck these two and click on Add Service Extra. I'll refresh the booking page, choose dog grooming, and now you can see I have 3 services, and there's the new one that we just created, teeth cleaning, and that adds $15 to the order. But you might not like this bit of text that appears here that says select extra service extras, and this text that appears here. This as well is very easy to change. You simply go into the settings, and then you click right here where it says steps, and these are each of those steps that a person would go through in the booking form, and here it is, service extras. I'll click on it, and I can customize all these bits of text very easily, so I'm going to go ahead and customize them. Okay, with that all customized, I'll click on Save Step, and now let's start over from the beginning. So I'll choose dog grooming. And you can see now it says extra grooming services, what I customized it to in extra grooming services. And I even customized this little bit of text for it to match the business. Select extra grooming services for your pet. And I could have also customized this image right here. So let's go ahead and bump this order up just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and click on next step. Now here is where we're going to collect some additional information about the booking. There's 2 different ways you can collect extra information, either on the customer or the particular booking. And this would be for the booking where I'm asking for the pet's name, the pet's breed in this drop down, as well as the pet's size. This as well is super easy to set up. All you have to do is visit right here where it says form fields. And this right here where it says customer fields, these are the custom fields that would be added to the customer. And then the booking fields, this would be about the particular booking, and that's the fields that I've added. Let's click into one of these. It's really simple. You give it a label, but there's lots of different field types available that you can have, including a file upload. And right here is where it gets really powerful. You can have the fields appear conditionally. So I could toggle this on and I could set some rules. And when those rules are met, the field will be asked. It's very easy. And here is the drop down that I had created. You can see it's called a select box, and I just entered in the options that would appear right there. So one of my dogs, his name is Mochi. He's a poodle, and he's a little poodle. So I filled this out. I'll click on next step. And this is the groomer selection or the agent selection. Like I said, I customized this already for my business because these are groomers. So I put the name groomer there. And this is an option, and it's optional. You could let the person booking choose their favorite groomer, so they always get the person that they want, or right here when they choose that, it's going to take them to any groomer, which takes us right here to the date and time selection. So I'll go ahead and choose a date. And then let's choose a time. I like 1 p.m. And then it takes us to customer information, and you can add custom fields here as well. The next step takes us to the payment information. Let's take a look at the payment gateways supported because there's a whole bunch of them. So you just simply click on add-ons, and these are all the ways to expand what you can do in LatePoint. But when you scroll down, it offers Braintree for credit card, Flutterwave, Mercado Pago, which is Latin America, Mali, which is EU, PayPal, Paystack, which is Africa, Razorpay, India, Square. A lot of local businesses in the United States love Square, Stripe. Now, I installed Stripe and connected Stripe because it's just easier for me, but you can see there's payment gateways that are pretty much covering the entire world. So I've gone ahead and filled out the credit card details. This is just in test mode, so don't go and try this at home. I see my totals, 125. I click on submit. It's processing the transaction, and here are the details of my appointment, including everything that I purchased, my time. I can add this to a calendar or I can print it out. Now, customers are going to receive an email receipt after they book, but they can also visit the customer dashboard right here. I will refresh it, and you will see that there's now an extra booking there, and you can control what you want to let someone do. So the customer can add it to the calendar with this button. They can click here and see the summary of the booking. And if you wanted, you could enable rescheduling. And if you notice, this one has a cancel option, and that's because I set it that you cannot cancel 2 day if the booking is 2 days away. So that's why this one says cancel, this one says cancel, but these two don't. But there is a rescheduling option. These are very easy to set up inside of the settings. Now, say I had a question for a booking, and you can enable this or not if you want to enable the message option right here, but I can go here and let's see, I have a question right here. Typically when you get your dog groomed, there's a way you want them groomed. So I left, can you leave a cotton ball tell? And I can click on send. Now, if you're the business owner, it's very easy to get to these messages and be notified of them. So here I am back in the dashboard. And you can see right here the chat bubble, and there's a 1, and that means that someone has asked something new. You can click on it, and it's going to take you here to all of the chats, and you can see conveniently here on the right the details about the appointment, and you can see who's asking you, and you can respond right here and even exchange files if needed. Now, adding a booking form to a page is very, very easy. Simply create a new page on your website. And here I'll edit this page. Now, LatePoint comes with some WordPress blocks that you can easily add to your layout and customize, but there's also extensive shortcodes if you're using a page builder. So when I click on the plus here on the top left and scroll down, here are the LatePoint blocks. You have the booking button, and that's what I placed in the header of the website. That will just trigger the booking form to appear in a pop-up. There's the booking form and then the list of resources. Now, the list of resources is where you can choose either a list of services that you offer or a list of the agents that are there. So it's a list of one of those resources. So for this, I chose for a booking form, you just choose on booking form. Like that, it adds the booking form. And then let's click here on the top right to reveal the options for the booking form. So you can have a few options here to customize the way it looks, to customize the steps. You can pre-select parts in those steps, like maybe you wanted a booking form just for a particular agent. You can easily do that right here. And you can even have specific date ranges and all of that. And then there's also some additional settings here that are specific to services. So if you want to set up a booking form just for a particular service or a particular agent or a particular combination or configuration, it's all very easy to do. Now, managing bookings for the business is very easy as well. There's this dashboard to view your current bookings, see your revenue, and see a preview of what your day looks like. Now, over here on the top left, there's also a calendar view. You can click into here and you can see the calendar view in a number of different ways. You can see it in day, week, month. You could see it for specific agents. It's quite flexible how you view this calendar. There's also an option here to view appointments, payments, and customers in this data view. You can easily drill down into the data. You can download the data. So for example, the table settings, you can click on this and choose which fields you see in these columns. So in this setup that I did, if I wanted to see the pet's name and the pet's breed, I can easily see that inside of this column view, or just export it and look at the data however I want. But you also have that for payments. You also have that for your customers right here. And then the last feature I want to highlight, which is probably the most powerful, is right here where it says processes. And what this is a complete automation engine. So a process is a workflow. So creating one of these is very simple. So first you can enter a name, of course, and then choose the event. And this is what happens that triggers this. So it can be when a booking is created. Maybe you want to send an email today. You want to send an email tomorrow. You want to send a text message to them. You want to send a WhatsApp message to them. Maybe you want to use the webhook feature and push that data someplace else entirely. You could easily do that here. So these triggers are for when a booking is created, updated, started, ended, a customer created, or a transaction created. And then right here, you can have this only trigger based on additional conditions. You can have a time offset. So if you want to delay this, and then you choose your actions. And so this could be sending an email. This could be sending an SMS, as well as a webhook to send the data wherever you would like to send it to. And when you click here, you can create custom processes that fit your business. Now, what's crazy is everything I just showed you is version 4 of LatePoint, but version 5 is actually right around the corner. It's going to come out in 2 or so, maybe 3 months, and it's going to have some big new things in it. So the first big new thing it's going to have is enhanced event capabilities, single day event capabilities. It's going to have the ability to sell packages. So you can sell packages of bookings. Maybe they just buy a book one now and then they want to come and book the remaining later. You'll be able to capture as much revenue up front by selling maybe some discounted packages. It's going to have the ability as well to have invoices. You'll be able to have reoccurring appointments. You'll also be able to, when someone goes there, book more than one appointment at the same time. There's also a cool feature called pay links that's coming. So if you sold the booking and maybe just took a 50% deposit, with pay links, you'll be able to collect the other 50% very easily inside of LatePoint. And also there's going to be deeper customization options on that booking form. So even though it was very much customizable, you're going to be able to customize it and do some very custom things much further than what I showed you. And that's also coming, and a bunch of refinement inside the user interface. So that's LatePoint. Look in the video description. I'll have a link to a full tutorial as soon as I've created it, which will be in a few days. So just go there and go over to that video and see from A to Z how to set this thing up and customize it and get the most out of it for your business. But I'm curious, what do you think about LatePoint? This has been my review of the features and the capabilities, but I'm curious as to what you think about LatePoint. Let me know in the video description or the video comment section down below. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.